In this video we are going to learn about terms related to magnetism, magnetic pole strength, magnetic dipole moment, intensity of magnetization, magnetic intensity, magnetic field strength, permeability, relative permeability and susceptibility. We know that around the earth there is magnetic field and this is due to earth. A small bar magnet also produces magnetic field around it. A current carrying solenoid also produces magnetic field. So what is relation between magnetic pole strength denoted by small m? Its unit is ampere into meter to the power minus 1. Magnetic dipole moment, it is denoted by capital M here. Its unit is ampere meter square. Intensity of magnetization denoted by capital I, its unit is also ampere into meter to the power minus 1. Magnetic intensity capital H, its unit is ampere into meter to the power minus 1. So unit of H, I and M, they are same but they are different physical quantities. Magnetic field strength capital B, its relation with B, H and M, unit of magnetic field strength is Tesla or Weber per meter square or Newton per ampere meter. Its unit is Gauss also. 1 Gauss is equal to 10 power minus 4 Tesla. So first try to understand relation between magnetic pole strength, magnetic dipole moment and intensity of magnetization I. This is diagram of a bar magnet. Its effective length is 12 and face area of this face is capital A, and this is a bar magnet. Suppose magnetic dipole moment of this bar magnet is capital M. So magnetic moment per unit volume is known as intensity of magnetization. This is related with the strongness of the magnet. If magnet is strong, means it attracts more iron filings, then we say that its intensity of magnetization is capital I. Now volume of this is 12 into area and magnetic moment capital M for a magnet is pole strength multiplied by its effective length. So this is equal to 12 into M upon V, which is equal to 2ml upon 2la. 2l cancel, so this is equal to M upon A. So pole strength per unit face area is also known as intensity of magnetization. Now its unit of M is ampere meter square and unit of volume is meter cube. So its unit is ampere per meter or ampere into meter to the power minus 1. This is term magnetic intensity capital H. Now there is difference between this is intensity of magnetization and this is magnetic intensity. Suppose current I is flowing through this wire. So we say that there is magnetic intensity due to this wire. So this H is proportional to I. The only difference is that for I we write unit ampere and for H magnetic intensity we write unit ampere per meter or ampere into meter to the power minus 1. Now this is a current carrying solenoid. Suppose I current is flowing through it and number of turns per unit length are N. So we define magnetic intensity as H is equal to N into I. Just multiply number of turns per unit length by current. So this is magnetic intensity. Now unit of H is for N per meter and for I ampere. So unit of H is ampere into meter to the power minus 1. Now if you multiply permeability of the medium, suppose here medium is air and its permeability is mu naught. So if you multiply this mu naught with H, then we call there is magnetic field B. So this is relation between magnetic field B and H. So B is equal to mu naught Ni or B is equal to mu naught into H. So mu naught is ratio of B and H. Now if we put an iron bar inside the current carrying solenoid and let its permeability be mu, then B is equal to mu Ni. अगर हम इस सोलेनोइड के अंदर एक करंट कैरिंग सोलेनोइड के अंदर हम एक आयरन बार रख दें, सिलिंड्रिकल आयरन बार सपोज रख देते हैं, जिसकी परमेबिलिटी क्या है, म्यू है. सो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड B inside that iron bar will be equal to mu Ni. Now if relative permeability of iron is mu R, then this mu R is equal to permeability of iron divided by permeability of air or free space. So B is equal to mu R mu naught into N into I. Now unit of B is Tesla. Unit of mu naught is Tesla meter per ampere. Unit of N is meter to the power minus 1. Unit of I is ampere. So this is equal to T. So B unit of B is equal to T. So this formula is dimensionally correct. तो यहाँ हमने ये समझा कि H और B में क्या रिलेशन है. अब समझते हैं ससेप्टिबिलिटी काई. इस ससेप्टिबिलिटी की कोई यूनिट नहीं होती बिकॉज दिस इज आल्सो रेशियो. सी देयर इज वन टर्म इंटेंसिटी ऑफ मैग्नेटाइजेशन कैपिटल आई एंड अदर इज मैग्नेटिक इंटेंसिटी कैपिटल एच. See, when we increase current through this current carrying solenoid, H increases and intensity of magnetization of the iron bar also increases. So as I increases, I means current, this is small I is for current. So as small I increases, capital H also increases, and capital I, which is intensity of magnetization, also increases. Magnetic susceptibility, as I is proportional to capital H, means intensity of magnetization is proportional to magnetic intensity, or I is equal to some constant chi into H. This chi is known as magnetic susceptibility of the medium. So chi is equal to I upon H. Now as unit of I and unit of capital H are same, so chi has no unit. Now when a magnetic field is applied to a material, for example suppose iron bar here, so B naught is magnetic field when there is no iron bar inside the current carrying solenoid, and Bm is the magnetic field which is induced due to capital H. So net magnetic field B is sum of these two. B is equal to B naught plus magnetic field developed in iron bar. Now if there is air inside this current carrying solenoid, then B naught will be equal to mu naught into H multiply magnetic intensity with permeability, and this Bm is equal to mu naught into I. So multiply mu naught with the intensity of magnetization of the iron bar, now which become magnet. So this B is equal to mu naught into H plus mu naught into I. So B minus mu naught I is equal to mu naught into H. So H is equal to B upon mu naught minus I. So this is relation between intensity of magnetization and magnetic intensity capital H. So we may define capital H with the help of this formula also. So there is relation between magnetic intensity capital H, magnetic field B, permeability of air or free space mu naught, and intensity of magnetization of the magnet. Now if permeability of iron is mu, so for B we may write mu H. So from here see this relation. Third, mu H is equal to mu naught H plus mu naught chi into H. Why? Because I is equal to chi into H. Intensity of magnetization is equal to chi times magnetic intensity. H is cancelled, so mu is equal to mu naught into 1 plus chi. So this is relation between permeability of the medium. For example, here iron, permeability of free space or air, and susceptibility of the medium. Now mu upon mu naught is equal to 1 upon chi. So relative permeability is equal to 1 plus chi. Mu upon mu naught is equal to 1 plus chi. Mu upon mu naught is equal to 1 plus chi. So mu r is equal to 1 plus chi. So this is relation between relative permeability and susceptibility. Now iron is highly susceptible to magnetic field. Iron is a ferromagnetic substance. So chi for iron is very high and positive. For aluminium, this chi is positive but small. So aluminium is a paramagnetic substance. And for copper, this chi is negative because copper opposes magnetic field. So copper is a diamagnetic substance. We will learn about ferromagnetic, paramagnetic and diamagnetic substances in coming videos. Now suppose this is a current carrying solenoid and current flowing through it is 3 ampere and number of turns per unit length means number of turns on 1 meter length is 600. Then H will be equal to N into Y. So magnetic intensity is equal to 1800 ampere per meter and magnetic field B is equal to mu naught Ni. So this is equal to 2.26 into 10 power minus 3 Tesla. So magnetic field is 2.26 into 10 power minus 3 Tesla and magnetic intensity is 1800 ampere per meter. Now if you put an iron bar whose relative permeability is 400, then B is equal to mu Ni, this is equal to mu r mu naught Ni, then magnetic field B becomes 0.9 Tesla. Thanks. Have a nice day.